So, hello Adam, welcome to Chamonix.
Thank you, Charlie. Hello.
And I would like to tell you about one book that we published here at Guérin, and it's the first book from this publishing house.
Okay.
It's called Les Conquérants de l'Inutile by Lionel Terray, and I think it's as well an important book for you.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing coincidence because actually this is the first mountaineering book I've ever read, being, I guess, 9 or 10-year-old kid.
And what do you remember about it?
Well, I remembered it pretty well, especially that probably I've read it 2 more times later on. Yeah, I remember the accounts of climbs first here in Alps, and then the Annapurna, then the climbs in Patagonia. Terray was an amazing climber and pretty good writer, I guess.
And books are important for you, for your practice as a climber?
Well, I could say it all started from the books. Being a small kid, I wanted to be a climber, and I guess it all started from the books. I read a lot of climbing mountaineering books, and still the history of climbing or the ones who were climbing before us are very important for me.
So that's great, because what do you feel now when you see your book? That's our last production.
Well, it's pretty amazing feeling. It was already an amazing feeling when I published the book in Poland, and having it translated and having the premiere here in Chamonix, where I also started my alpine adventures. Well, it feels good, huh? It feels pretty exciting and feels good, definitely. I'm very happy about it.
And so people here in France know you about this amazing story at Nanga Parbat when you went up with Denis Rubko to help Elisabeth Revol. What souvenirs do you have of this moment?
Well, really astonishing is how much worldwide attention this rescue action got. I'm not really sure if it's justified. What I mean is that before I took part in rescue actions, so did Denis. So I'm quite amazed why exactly this rescue action got so much attention and we were put in the spotlight. I think we just did what we were supposed to do, and one have to always remember that it's not really fully successful rescue action because one person died there. So I always have a little bit mixed feeling. On one side I'm super happy that we managed to help at least Elisabeth, then it still makes me feel sad that we could do nothing for Tomek.
And we can see in the book that there are at least 2 stories that are connected for you with this rescue. What you lived in this same mountain, Nanga Parbat, on the same couloir, Kinchofer, and also what happened to you at Broad Peak.
Yeah. Well, it's true that history kind of repeats itself. And the story on Nanga you mentioned is that I tried to climb Nanga Parbat in winter, 2 years before the rescue action, and I had an accident in Kinshofer Couloir. I felt with the broken fixed rope and felt quite a lot because around 70 meters. But I was okay, nothing really bad happened, but that fall I took ended our expedition at that time, and then 2 years later I was back in the same place, but this time in the night, climbing with Denis, and all this story shows how our motivation is important for our climbs. What I mean that 2 years before, I didn't reach even 6,000 on Kinshofer Couloir during 3 weeks of expedition, and when we went for Elisabeth and Tomek, we reached 6.2 in just under 8 hours in one night. And it's not because it was easier conditions that year or anything, but I think it's just because our motivation for climbing was very strong that time.
I think everybody should thank you for that, because, and especially Elisabeth.
Well, how to express it? I think that we should always remember that every day there is somebody helping somebody. Yeah, there are mountaineering rescue service, there are people on the street and also in the cities, the services that there are people risking their lives to help other people, and our story is nothing really exceptional. So all these appraisals or all these awards I get, I kind of take them in the name of all those who do rescue actions and help others.
Our readers should find in your books is that it started from this book.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's you have been writing another story,
Yeah.
and in mountains, and your book is really a fascinating way to discover what has been happening in Poland. In France, we don't know very much about Poland, and in Poland and in Himalayas, and in your life in winter in Karakoram, which is amazing.
I think people here don't know that much about climbing in Poland, and in Poland climbing was always a big thing, especially climbing in big mountains, and there is this Polish speciality that is winter climbing in Karakoram in Himalayas. We have 14,000 meter peaks, 13 were climbed in winter, 10 of them by Polish climbers. So it is kind of our national special thing. So this book covers a little bit the history of winter climbing in big mountains, also my winter climbs in the big mountains, and all the quite difficult beginning of my mountaineering career, because it was not ordinary path I followed at the beginning. I've learned climbing on my own mistakes, which is absolutely not the way to do it.
That's very not rare doing it.
Yeah, do that.
Thank you, Adam, for being
Thank you.
in Chamonix.
Thank you.